Hello, for this James Fremson podcast. My name is James Amo. I'm a real estate agent, a podcaster, and then business owner. There are some things I'm going to. This topic is very, very important. It's a topic that I want all of you to pay attention to. It is very, 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 very important. If you own a house in this country, in the United States, it's very, very important. It is your assets. Assets that you will leave behind should in case something happens to you. If you have a family, you have you don't have a family or whatever it is your assets. You've worked really hard to obtain this asset. So if you have this kind of assets, the most important thing to do is to pay attention and then safeguard it. To pay attention. I've seen so many people who have some kind of wrong, ideas. I don't know where they got their information from. That the house they live in doesn't belong to them, it belongs to the bank, and then blah, 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 blah. So sometimes they don't care, they don't feel like, taking care. The bank can come and take it. It's the bank, but they tend to forget that that house is their greatest investment in their life. I mean, you can invest in stock, you can invest in business, you can invest in so many things, but your house is one of the investments that will protect you. Nobody can do anything to it. Nobody. So if you work really, really hard to protect that asset, nobody can do anything to it if you protect it. And then those are what are the protections that I'm talking about? These are some of the things that I'm going to mention. We are going to talk about, actually, I'm going to talk about so many things that you need to protect your house on, like you need to protect your house, like having insurance and all sort of things. You need to protect it financially, should in case you lose your job. You need to protect it in case you pass away. What are the things that you need? Life insurance and other things. So we have a lot to discuss about. We have a lot to discuss about. So folks, I want to encourage you that if you watch this video anywhere, it is very, very important for you to go ahead and then forward it to your friends, to your family, to anyone you know who own a house, mostly in the United States, Canada, or UK, any advanced countries. I know third world countries like Africa and also some places like Ghana or any African countries, or maybe third world countries in general, people own their homes outright. If you go to Ghana and you see someone living in a mansion, that individual owns the house. There's no loan on it. There is nothing on it. Okay? There's no loan on it. If you go to Nigeria and then you see someone owning a mansion, no matter how big that house is, there's no loan on it. If you go to maybe some African countries, it's the same. So we Africans mostly are not used to this kind of situation. In the United States. We have to buy a house and then live in and pay mortgage 30 years and all sort of things. It's very, very difficult. So because it's very, very difficult, why you need to do what? Pay attention to what you have here. You need to pay attention to it. You need to make sure that the house you have is something that is your investment. So these are some of the things that sometimes I tell people, I tell my clients, you need to pay attention to the home you have when it comes to maintenance, when it comes to anything, because all the money that you put in, you are investing some money in it. Even after paying the bank, there is something that either big or small goes towards your mortgage, goes towards your principal. Goes towards your principal. So it makes you, the more the principal reduce, the more equity you have in your house. That give you more opportunity. That give you more money into that house. So in the near future, you can. Last time I received a call to go and sell some house, and then I was really amazed. These people have lived there almost about 20 years. They paid off their house. A house of, say, about, $780,000 in premium. The house is paid off. This individual is old. Wanted to do what? Wanted to sell it. Do you think where the money is going? Do you think where that money, if the money, he sells the house, where would the money go? It goes into his pocket. You see? So it's very, very important for you, if you're listening to me, if you're, watching the videos and all sort of things, it is very, very important for you to pay attention to what you have. Mostly, if you live in this country, you have children, young children, you have a wife, or you have a husband, you have to know that in case something seriously happens to you, your family will not be homeless. And those are some of the things I will talk about. I have so many lists of things that we will talk about. So some of the things right now that I'm going to talk about are, you need to have homeowners insurance. You need to take inventory of things in your house. Your house, you need to take inventory. Sometimes some people own a lot of things in their house. They don't even have, videos of it, pictures of it, or something like that. You need to pay attention. These are some of the, protecting your property. These are some of minor things, but we will talk about so many things. We have, this segment is about 10 segments. So this is episode 1. We are going to talk about. So subscribe to the channel. Go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and then watch the videos all the time. Anytime I post video, make sure that you receive it and then watch it. If you receive it, pay attention and then watch it, because it's very, very important. After interviewing other people, we have our real estate program that we talk about all the time. So first of all, you have to, after buying the house, the most important thing that you have to do is to have homeowners insurance, which I know many of you guys have it. But there are some people too who maybe they've paid off their house, they don't think homeowners insurance is very important. It's not important to them because they think they've paid off their house. But let me tell you, it doesn't matter either you've paid off the house or not. Your homeowners insurance is something that will protect you a lot. It will protect you. Even townhouse, those of you who own townhouses, the association protects the exterior part of the house, the yard, the siding, the roof, and all sort of things. There is another HO6 insurance that you need to have. You need to have that insurance to cover your own personal items in the house, so that in case something happens, there is fire, there is flood, there is anything, you can be able to get your personal items in the house back. So homeowners insurance is first thing you need to pay attention to. First thing. If you live in a townhouse, don't rely on just Willie Town Association insurance alone. Get your own HO6 insurance. It's very, very important. It's one of the things many of you guys doesn't pay attention to, but it's very, very important. Another thing that you have to pay attention to, I did mention it, beginning of my segment, I did mention it. It said you need to take inventory of the things in your house. You need to take inventory. How do you take inventory? Either you have to have pictures, you take pictures, or you need to record everything and then put it somewhere that in case there is fire, you can recover it. You can recover everything, because you need to make sure that your insurance company, in case something happens to you or happens to the house, you can show your things in the house to your insurance company. Because insurance companies don't care. They will have insurance. They will tell you, you have this, we will cover this and this and that and that. But you have to have your own insurance rider, something to protect other assets in the house. Your personal jewelry, your gold, your diamond, your wedding ring, your furniture, your clothing, your shoes, and everything you have in the house. You need to record it and put it somewhere. It's very, very, very important. It's not something that you joke with it. It's not something that, the little money that you will pay in case something happens to your house in the near future, it will pay it off. So pay attention to everything, every detail, everything. And then even sometimes I tell people, I said, try to find, a book, write everything. Keep your receipts. Keep the receipts. Let, keep it somewhere. And then even you can, if you don't want to keep it in your house, there is bank deposit, safe deposit box that you can do what? You can go and then drop in there. It's maybe about $25 a year or $40 a year. It's nothing. It will help you get your personal assets back in case there is something happens to the house. So it's very, 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 very important. Another thing that I tell people, I know so many people don't like credit card, you don't like loans and also, but if you own a house, it is one of the things that you can never run away from. First of all, you own a house, you are paying a mortgage. But you need to have something. You need to fix your credit. You need to make sure that your credit is very, very, very clean. You don't want to mess up your credit. You don't want to mess up your job. Because if you mess up your job and credit, you are completely screwed. There's nothing you can do anymore. In case something happens to you right now, there is nothing you can do. You have to sell the house or you have to let the house go. Because you know what happened? If you have very good credit, very, very good credit, and your job is secure, in case your air condition breaks down right now, you can secure line of credit to fix it. That's your security zone, your safety zone. You know that with your credit, you can get this line of credit to fix it. You can get credit card to fix emergency things, like maybe middle of winter and then your heater breaks down. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? That is one thing you have to pay attention. In case summertime, you live in Texas or Arizona, and summer, your air condition breaks down, or even you live in Minnesota, and summer, 90 degrees, 110 degrees, and your air condition breaks down, you don't have credit, you don't have money saved for emergency things. Your insurance doesn't cover all these minor things. How are you going to fix it? How are you going to secure a new one? So it's very, very important to make sure that you have something saved, or your credit is your security. In case something happens, you can secure, money from any financial institution to buy it. And then another thing that many people doesn't pay attention to, get home service warranty. It doesn't cost a lot. Even actually, you can add it on top of your what? Onto your maybe heating bill every month, $26, $30 a month. In case something happens to your furnace or air conditioning, they can come in and fix it for you. You don't need to, sweat about this. You have to be smart. Owning a house, you have to be smart. If you've been smarter to buy that house, then you have to be smart to take care of it. You have to be smart to protect it. In case something happens to you, you have to be smart to take care of it. It doesn't matter how long you've owned that house. It doesn't matter how, you own it 10 years, 20 years, 30 years ago, or maybe you just bought it yesterday. At the moment you have it, just make sure you put all these things in place. You put it in place just to make sure that you are secure. In case something happens to you, you are secure. America is a funny country. It's a funny country. It's a very, very, very country that there is a lawyer for everything. There is a lawyer for everything. You pay your insurance for all the time. Something happens to you. You have your receipts. You have all your receipts that you've been paying. But you will have a lawyer to come and then fight for the insurance company. That's why I'm saying America is a funny country. It's a country that you have to be smart all the time. That's why the country keep on growing. The country is successful because you have to be smart. If you live in the country, then you have to be smart. You have to be ahead of everybody. You think smart. You own your house. You own your car. You have your family. You have your children, your wife, their education, your wife welfare, everything. You have to make sure that you do what? You protect it. Not you, the man alone, doing this. But if you're a woman, you too, your responsibility is to build your house. Build your house. Build your house. Make sure you encourage your husband, you support your husband as much as you can to do what? To build and protect the assets both of you have. Because nobody knows who will pass away and leave the rest of assets to. A woman might go, a man might go. If you, the husband, if you die today and you don't have any protective mechanism for your assets, the people you left behind are going to be very, very sad almost every day. Folks, this is episode 1 of this. Tomorrow, I think we have, we will talk about legal protections. There are things that, you need to do to protect the house in case you die, in case something happens to you, in case you are sick, in case something, seriously happened to you, in case even you cannot talk, you cannot, speak, you are sick, or you are not able to work. There are some things that you need to do to protect yourself. So, folks, this Jim Fremson podcast, I'm hoping you will pay attention to this, and then you make sure that you protect the assets you have. It's not matter of buying a big house and then going up and down. Let everybody know that you own a big house matters. No. What matters is you protect it, you pay your mortgage, you protect your assets, and then take care of it. So that in case something happens to you, your family too won't suffer. Thank you. And folks, this message was brought to you by gooddeal.com. Gooddeal is online marketplace website for all the minorities to buy and sell products online. If you own any product, if you have any product line and then you want to sell online, check out gooddeal.com. GUUDeal.com. Sign up as a vendor if you want to buy anything to support our community businesses. They are on the website. If you own any small business, being African shop, boutique, hair product, phone accessories, or any kind of business, check out gooddeal.com. Okay, I will end here, and then tomorrow we will continue with our program. So folks, forward the video to your friends, let everybody know, and then let us keep this going. Let us make sure that we do what? We protect little things we have in this country, so that in case something happens, our wives, our husbands, our children will not feel sad whilst you are gone. Thank you.